Parable of the lost coin from verse 8 to verse 10. Suppose a woman has 10 silver coins and loses one. Doesn't she light a lamp, sweep the house, and search carefully until she finds it? And when she finds it, she calls her friends and neighbors together and says, "Rejoice with me, I have found my lost coin." In the same way, I tell you, there is rejoicing in the presence of angels of God over one sinner who repents. But when we look at this part of the parable, so what's happened? A lady, she's lost one of her coins. Now, the significance of these coins, I'll just explain a little bit of background, is that when a woman in that day got married, she received a wedding band, okay? And in this wedding band was 10 coins. So each of the coins had a little hole in them, so they can fit within the band, yeah? And it was like a wedding gift. So it had a lot of symbolic and sentimental value, yeah? And on the coins as well, it would have engraved her husband's name. Okay, so that when she wore it on the day of her wedding, like a headband almost, everyone could see, wow, she's taken. She belongs, to this man. And so the significance of losing that coin, one of the other things that happened was when a woman was caught in adultery, they would remove one of these coins from the band. Okay, so it would not be a complete band anymore. So everyone who would come around and could see it, they would tell that she was someone who had committed the sin of adultery. And so you can understand the desperateness of this lady to try and find this coin again, or else she'll be left in shame. So we initially said that the coin was lost in the dark. That can describe our situation as well. We were away from God. We were lost in the dark. John chapter 3 verse 19 says, "This is the verdict. Light has come into the world, but people love darkness instead of light because their deeds were evil." I don't know about you, but before I became a Christian, I reckon I was quite dark. I was living in the dark. The darkness is used to hide our bad deeds. That's why we didn't want to approach God in the first place. We were ashamed. We were lost in the dark. But when understanding came, there was a light of revelation. There's a point in time when all of us will receive the light of revelation, that we can come towards God. No matter what we've done in our past, we can come into the light. And this is what the lady was doing. She's turning on the lamp to search for that lost coin. And that's a picture. That's a picture of the Father heart, looking for that lost thing, okay? Trying to find the thing that was of value. And it was lost in the filth as well. It was lost in the dirtiness. She had to sweep the house to try and find the coin. It wasn't something obvious that she could see. And that again describes our situation. Sometimes when we look at our life, it's quite filthy. It's quite dirty in a way. And I'm trying to be honest here, but some of us might say, "Come on, Nigel. How could you say that my life is filthy and dirty? You don't know me. You don't know me. I never curse. I never steal. I haven't killed anybody. I pay my taxes." Isaiah chapter 64 verse 6. "All of us have become like one who is unclean, and all our righteous acts are like filthy rags." Nothing that we can do is actually acceptable in God's standard. And the funny thing is this is describing our righteous acts. What about our unrighteous acts? Who has got a hope of trying to earn his way into heaven? Nobody. There's none. There is no one. But because of the Father's heart, He's the one who actively searches for you. Isn't it interesting? So when we hear about the parable of the sheep and coin, it's the shepherd and the woman who's searching, actively going out to search for. It's not you coming voluntarily on your own basis, but it's God's heart to come and find you and get you.